Good morning, guys. Today I kind of wanted to just do a quick video on what it's like to do Pokemon Go in San Francisco, and mostly because like whenever I do Pokemon Go, it's mostly for raids. Like I like going to the park every now and then to catch Pokemon, but for the most part, when I really want to do just kind of like a single player, have that single player experience, San Francisco is like the best place to go, because you can literally just walk up to raids and be able to do it just by yourself. And what I mean by that is I'm not really like beating a Lugia by myself, but I have help from all the spoofers that are in SF. So if you ever want like a single player experience, San Francisco really is the best place to do it. So I'm going to show you what that's like today. Maybe do Pokemon for a couple hours and then head home. I admit, you kind of have to walk around for a little bit because, I don't know, right now there's not that much raids going on. So I did see a Regice coming up, and we're going to walk to it really quick. So I finally made it to the raid. I'm going to try to do it really quick. There's a couple people playing, but for the most part, we're going to rely on spoofers. So if you notice, the lobby filled up really quick, so that usually gives you a good indication that there were a ton of spoofers. The thing is too, if you jumped out of the lobby and that lobby started and then you jumped back in and started a brand new one, that would fill up with 20 people really quick, no problem. So we're gonna go find another raid. Since in San Francisco you can just walk up to any raid, like literally any raid, and be able to do it. The other thing I love about San Francisco and doing Pokemon here is if you're ever short on items, it's super easy to just spin a ton of stops here because of the density and refill your bag. So I'm kind of low on just about everything. So this is a good day to spin a lot of stops and get restocked up on items. So one of the best things I love about SF, having been to Paris and Hong Kong, is just how walkable the city is. Like, you can walk from gym to gym, and you can walk from point A to point B relatively quickly. Like, San Francisco is so condensed compared to other major cities that walking is really like the primary mode of transportation within the city. Unless you have to go from like end to end or coast to coast. But for the most part, being able to walk from point A to point B, spin a ton of stops along the way, and maybe like rack up those KMs on those eggs, like that's what I love about coming to SF so much. Okay, so I just finished that raid. Now I just happen to be in Chinatown, and I think it's time to get something to eat. I'm pretty hungry. It's kind of already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so time to find some food. So my good friend Yelp recommended this ramen place, and I made it just in time because they're about to close for their lunch rush. So yeah, perfect timing. Cool, so that was actually perfect timing because now there's a double raid in about 30 minutes. So hopefully I can get that knocked out and then go finish up some work really quick. And then maybe by that time, raids usually pop up around 5 o'clock. So hopefully I can do it around that time too. So I had to walk through Little Italy, also known as North Beach, to get to the first raid. After this one, I have to walk back down to Chinatown to get to the second one, but that's okay. That just means more time to hatch those eggs. So we just got done with that raid. Now I'm gonna walk back down to the Chinatown one and quickly get that done too. Literally everyone that has come across this way thinks that I'm taking a picture of either all these red envelopes or Bruce Lee, so kind of weird. That was a pretty good double, all things considered. Being able to get 2 of them relatively close to each other. They were maybe like 7 blocks away, so I had to walk it just a little bit, but for the most part, not bad. I'm gonna go do some editing now, and then maybe in the afternoon do some more raids. So we'll see. So right now, walking to the very last raid of the day. We're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna kind of wrap up the whole San Francisco experience. Okay, so my overall thoughts of today. Number one, being able to do Pokemon in San Francisco is a very unique experience, because even though we have a ton of spots for you to spin, and even though there are a lot of different Pokemon, especially unique ones, the more important thing is you can walk up to any given raid and be able to just do it by yourself with the help of like an army of spoofers. And that's the real difference between doing Pokemon here in the city versus doing it in your own neighborhood. In your own neighborhood, if you walk up to a raid, honestly, if you don't have a ton of people with you, you're not going to be able to do it, especially if it's a level 5 one. But here in the city, any given raid, if you walk up to it, there'll be a full lobby to help you out. So that's the real difference between playing Pokemon in the suburbs versus doing it here in San Francisco. I can't speak for other cities other than maybe Hong Kong, where there are also a lot of spoofers, but I can say that San Francisco is a perfect single player experience. So this has been a good light for the city, and I'll see you guys in the next one.